guys, welcome to my 10,000 subscriber special. And I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support. I never would have thought that I could have gotten this many subscribers, and I'll try to make content that you guys will enjoy. But now it's time for my Q&A. You guys requested it. I'm sorry to whoever wanted me to eat 5 pounds of cake. I couldn't find any, so we're doing this Q&A instead. So I hope you'll enjoy this even more. Well, without further ado, here we go. Alright, first off, there's some YouTube questions. Why did you choose to be a YouTuber? Why did you start YouTube? Will you always do YouTube? Who's your favorite YouTuber? And what's your favorite thing about YouTube? So I started YouTube at the beginning of the summer, and I just wanted to make some videos. I had this stop motion thing planned, and mostly just warrior cat things. And then if you'll look at my earlier videos, you'll see my channel trailer and then the Gravity Falls video. But then after that, I pretty much stopped for the entire summer, and I just kind of just didn't have anything else to put out there. But then when I played Undertale, just kind of started up again, and here we are. And will I always do YouTube? Well, I'm gonna be going to college soon, so I'll probably not do YouTube as much. It's really just a hobby, but you know, if I have something to put out, I definitely will do that. So, and who's your favorite YouTuber? I have a lot of YouTubers that I watch frequently. Here's a list right there. You should check them out. They're all pretty cool. And your favorite thing about YouTube? Just, I guess, the community. It's pretty nice. I mean, YouTube as in the platform, it isn't perfect, but it's convenient, at least for me. I mean, I haven't had that many problems, but I know other YouTubers have. So, I mean, it's just not perfect, but it's good. Alright, next there's some voice acting questions. Let's see, I first became interested in voice acting, I don't exactly know when, but I know I've been into it for a long time. The first voice acting I ever did was for that the stop motion film that I was working on that I mentioned earlier. I did some voice things for that. And let's see, what inspired me to do Undertale comics? I saw other people doing them, and I found a comic that nobody had done, or at least I couldn't find it, and then it just kind of happened. And what equipment do I use? Well, I use my phone's voice memo app that came with the phone, which I'm using right now, and for editing, I use my computer's iMovie. So I'm very basic. I just use the default things, and let me tell you, it takes a really long time, and it's not always convenient, but you know, I just gotta make it work. Alright. I like voice acting Asriel, at least in the Undertale comic. He's just really sweet, and I don't have to change my voice too much, I don't think. So he's also very easy to voice, and he's, you know, I can get a lot of emotion with him because I don't have to focus on making sure my voice is right as much. And how long does it take to make an episode of Undertale? Well, probably it takes a few hours to edit. Honestly, the latest episode, the Grillby's one, took actually like more than a week because of it being dialogue based. It was very hard to edit because it just took a really long time with all the voices. So I would edit it for like an hour or two, and then I would take a break. So that one took a really long time, but most of the time it's just really fun. Alright, I am a girl who likes boys, and am I single? No, I actually do have a boyfriend. I have a long-distance relationship with him. He lives in the future. Yep.
How old are you? Well,
Wait a minute. Okay. Moving on. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done in your life? Well, there are quite a few of them, but one that I can think of is I was voicing this thing on my recording device, and I went to delete part of the recording, just like a little tiny bit of it, and I accidentally clicked trim instead of delete, so then all I had left was the part that I wanted to delete. And it was a pretty long clip, so I just stared at it for like 5 seconds, like, what have I just done? And yeah, that was pretty funny now that I look back. But, yep. And if you could go back and change one moment in your life and still have the memories and knowledge of your current life, what would you change? I don't think I would do that for anything. And if there was anything I would change about my life, I wouldn't want to have the memories of it. So, and then, yeah, you love to paint. It's fun, but as for quality, I cannot draw or paint to save my life. Yep, moving on. So here we have some favorite Undertale involved questions. My favorite Undertale character is Sans. I know it's really cliched, but everything he does is just so awesome. And some of it might be just like from the fan interpretation of him, but yeah, he's still my favorite. And favorite AU would have to be, I guess Handplates and Mobtail are probably my favorites. I love the story, I love the characters, I love the interactions, and they just look really awesome too. And what's your favorite Undertale character? I'd have to say Frisk, because Frisk is a pretty hard character to do for an AU, because she's not given any kind of personality in the game since she's the playable character. So they just have to make it up pretty much. And in Undertale, I think they did a really good job. Because Frisk is sassy even, which is really cool. And she's also really awesome and emotional, and she's just a very real character to me. And my favorite Sans is either Dream Sans or Ink Sans. I discovered both of them in the Underverse animation. They both worked off each other really well, and they both have very interesting backstories, and their personalities are also really awesome. And my least favorite Undertale character, Jerry. I hate him so much. Yo, can you, make spaghetti? Yes, I can make spaghetti. You hear that, Papyrus? Why doesn't Frisk have power to make ice cream and spaghetti? She doesn't? I'm pretty sure she does. You'd have to ask her. Which human soul do you most represent? Well, I've taken several quizzes, and every time I get either perseverance or integrity. And actually, when I played Undertale, I did the golf game, and I got the purple flag, so, yep. And I feel like I relate most closely to Sans, probably. And if this was a gaming channel, what kind of gaming would it be? Well, probably the Undertale fan games. I would play those. That's a good idea. What's your favorite game other than Undertale? Well, I have a N64 and a Wii and a PlayStation, and I've played Mario on those type of things. And then, actually, at my grandpa's house as a kid, I used to play this game called Tak and the Great Juju Challenge over and over and over again with my sister, and it was a lot of fun. Which do you like, Mettaton, Mad Dummy, or Napstablook? Probably Napstablook. Where is your favorite place in Undertale? Waterfall. It's really beautiful there. And what gender is your Frisk? The first time I played, I named Frisk Elsie, but of course, you know, I was actually naming Kara. But yeah, definitely a girl. To me, anyway. And what do you think about W.D. Gaster? He's really cool. I mean, like, the fact that Toby Fox put him in the game the way that he did, like, not even, like, for a sequel, although it would be cool if a sequel was made, but just, you know, as a secret thing is really awesome. If Gaster were to be in a sequel game, I think he'll probably be a villain or just a very misguided character. What got you into Undertale in the first place? Well, I had seen a lot of stuff about it, like just that it existed, for a while. I played it not long after the 1-year anniversary for the first time, and I fell in love with it just like everybody else did. This is my OC character. Her name is Stormberry, and she is the medicine cat of ThunderClan at some point in time. That's actually what my stop motion short thing was going to be about. It was about Stormberry. And thanks for subscribing, guys. Okay, so this has been a problem for a while. I don't draw Undertale. Undertale is a comic by TC96. I just do the comic dub. So I've mentioned that in the descriptions of all of my videos and in actually some of the actual videos that I don't draw it. So, but I'll answer these questions because I actually do know the answer to them. How long will Undertale be? TC96 said that the comic is about halfway finished at this point. Like, that's how much we've seen so far. So there's a lot more story to go, so buckle up, guys. And is Temmie gonna be in the series? I don't know. I mean, that would be pretty cute. I'm guessing Frisk would, like, play with her or something, because Temmie seems like a cat-type creature, so. And then, will Kara and Asriel meet sometime in Undertale? I think they will. I hope so. I mean, that would be pretty cool. I think they would have a very interesting interaction with each other. I don't know Kara's feelings for Asriel, and I don't know if Asriel even knows what Kara has done. I mean, honestly, even we don't know what Kara has done exactly in this interpretation or even in the game. We don't know exactly what she's done directly. Do I have siblings? Yes, I have 2 younger brothers and a younger sister. She actually voices like half of the characters on Undertale: Papyrus, Undyne, and Frisk and Kara.
What's up, punk?
Why haven't they heard of Storm's sister before? It's in all of the descriptions.
Obviously, it's because they don't care, Frisk.
Oh no, don't say that, human. I'm sure they just didn't know.
That's the point, bonehead.
Hey, be nice to Papyrus, Kara. He's only trying to help.
Yeah, lighten up. They all know about her now. And now they'll all subscribe to her.
Yup, after all, you all want to make my brother happy. Right, humans? Alright, so I haven't played Portal. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it's about. Would you like to team up with other people like Camila Cuevas? Yeah, that would be pretty cool, but I don't think something like that would happen. And could you dub Epic Tale? I don't know what Epic Tale is. You can tell me about it in the comments, and I'll probably check it out. And, okay, so do you know Ed's World? I actually saw this comment and looked it up, and I think I found the human version of Sans, guys. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a nice animation. I'll probably watch more of them, so thanks for asking about it. Alright, so we got a lot of questions here. How many episodes of Undertale will you be voice acting in case the creator makes a season 2? Well, since this is my first comic dub series, and it's what got me into dubbing comics, I think I'm going to do all of the comics that TC96 makes for Undertale, because it's just a really awesome comic. Like, the art, the personality and character development is really nice, and it's just a really cute comic dub, and it's like lots of fun to do it, so yep, I'll probably do it as far as they go. And what's your favorite sport? I don't play sports much, but I do like soccer and swimming, and then my family does watch football, so that's always fun. Is it snowing where you live right now? Nope, it never snows where I live. Who is your favorite character in Undertale that you love to voice act for? Pretty sure I already said Asriel. He's just very fun to voice, and since I don't have to change my voice too much, it's easier to get the genuine emotion out for him. Especially in the next episode, I'm really looking forward to that because we got some Asriel character development, so look forward to that. And then if you had any place and house to pick to live in the world, where would it be and what type of house would you live in? I don't know. Washington State is the best place that I've ever lived in, so I'd probably live there. And I don't know what type of house I would live in. I like cozy houses, but I also want to live in a mansion, so I don't know. Will you ever do a Minecraft or Roblox series? I haven't played Minecraft, so I don't think I'd do that. And I don't know what Roblox is. Sorry, I don't know what any of this stuff is. And what's your favorite animal? Definitely a cat. I actually have 2 cats, and they're absolutely adorable. Okay, would you eat a hot dog if you knew how they were made? Actually, I do know how hot dogs are made, and I don't care. Yeah, I love hot dogs. Alright, looks like we're talking about Undertale shipping. Oh, well, I don't ship anyone with Sans because he's mine. No, but seriously, Sans is I'm really conflicted about that because him and Toriel are so cute together, but also him and Frisk, I mean, I've always seen them as having like a best friend / brother, maybe dad type relationship, but maybe when they're older, some type of relationship romantically would blossom, and that would just be so adorable, so I really don't know. And then I do like Papyrus and Mettaton together. I think they would be pretty good together. So I think those are all the non-canon ships that I support. Alright, who is your favorite warrior cat? I have 3. There's Graystripe, and Tall Star, and Alderheart. I love all 3 of those guys. Graystripe is just really funny. He's the comic relief and the best friend. And Tall Star is probably very similar to me, and I can relate to him so very much, and so he's really amazing. And then Alderheart is just the perfect continuation of Firestar's character. Like, we can see a lot of things that goes on with Alderheart that we couldn't see with Firestar's character, and yeah, I just really like him as a character, and the new series is turning out pretty good so far. So if you haven't read the Warrior books yet, you should check them out. They have a lot of good characters and other cool things. Alright, so I'm going to talk about my schedule a little bit here for videos. I try to upload a video once a week at least, but that's not going to be guaranteed to last. We'll just have to see. And when is the episode after Grillby's coming out? I have to wait for TC96 to update a little bit because I want to have a pretty good length episode. So, but I'll be sure to release the next one as soon as possible. But it's going to be pretty amazing, so if you want to see what's going to happen before I dub the comic, there's a link to TC96's DeviantArt account in the Undertale videos, so be sure to check those out. Alright, and we move on from the schedule of current videos to future videos. And I am planning on doing other things other than Undertale. I haven't found anything yet, but I'll be on the lookout. And I am planning on doing something special for Christmas. I don't know what yet, but I'll also be on the lookout for that. Interesting. Alrighty then. I like trains too. Hate comments. Well, I do get some, but you know, you're gonna get hate comments no matter what your content is like. But you know, I do try to see the constructive criticism in there, even if it's, you know, like an angry comment. I still try to see if there's any truth in what they're saying. And you know, I like to improve on the things that I do. So if you have constructive criticism, I'll gladly take it and see if I can improve. Alright, we're almost done, guys. What's your favorite color, and name one of your hobbies? My favorite color is blue, and I love to write short stories. My favorite holiday is Christmas, and my favorite part about Christmas is baking the Christmas goodies. I do that with my family every year, and yep, it's just my favorite part. Will you be collaborating anytime soon? I'm not sure. I've been trying to contact someone who makes the Nightmare Tale, someone who makes a dub for that, because there's actually a Endermare Tale, which is a crossover between Endertale and Nightmare Tale, and it's pretty funny, so I'm gonna see if anyone who's done a Nightmare Tale dub would be willing to collab on that. But we'll see if that actually happens. Alright, last one. Do you have an email? I want to try to voice act and dub. Right, so I'm going to answer this for everybody who has that question. I do have an email. It's on my channel. My email is orangequest88@hotmail.com. And I would love to see what you guys have in voice acting skills. So if anyone wants to send me anything, I'll be sure to listen to it as soon as possible and contact you. So that's the end of it, guys. Thank you so much again for the support. Never thought I could have gotten to 10,000 subs. And here is some fan art that people have drawn of me, and I really appreciate that. If you want to send me anything, voice recordings, fan art, my email again